Hi everybody and welcome to Penfinity. My name is Wes72 and today is the continuation of the procedural texturing with the Rust texture. So in the first part I show you how I use the frequency separation technique to study a texture. So this is the technique I use most of the time. So I separate color and value and details to guesstimate, I'm going to say, how I'm going to approach the texture creation process. Of course, this is a technique I experiment. This is not a rule of thumb. I found out it gives me a really good overview of the texture. And today I'm going to show you how I mind map all of that. The mind map is a technique when you simply try to branch different ideas to create a visual map to allows you to decompose the project as much as possible but see the whole of the tree allows you to process the information better. So I'm going to show you really quickly how I do that. So for example, okay, let's start with the Rust. So after study the texture, I know it's not going to be only one material because you have many information going on here. So to me, I will have to create two materials. One with the big displacement shape like this one, and another one with a more tiny displacement. So let me show you how I'm going to start this. Okay. So I say I'm going to put two texture. Oops. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Oops. Okay. Okay, it's texture and a big shape and small shape. It's really to put my thinking on screen. So with this one, what kind of texture I will have to use, because it's a procedural process, and to me the Musgrave is gonna be good for this one because the Musgrave texture generates big shape like this. So I'm gonna put Musgrave here. And let me put that. And I tweak the coordinates with another texture. This is a technique I assume most of you know right now by seeing the Blender conference with Bartek's Korupa about manipulate UV texture like a boss. We basically use texture to manipulate another one. So this is something I discovered by accident in the beginning of my learning process, and after that, watching these tutorials give me more insight about how to use that effectively to create a really crazy fractal. So, and what type of texture I will use to add more details on the Musgrave. For now, I don't know, but I'm gonna force myself to choose two of them. So, because I want to use two to give me more deformation during the process. So as you can see, brick, checker, environment, gradients. Okay, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna put another textures. And I'm gonna choose the anonymous grave plus a noise one. And I'm gonna put mix this texture with what is name? Wait a second. It means crave with the mapping. Okay. With the mapping. Mapping plus texture coordinates. Because I want to have flexibility on the way, if I wanted to shift a little bit the texture for whatever reason, I want to have the option to do that. Okay, for the small shape, it's not really complicated. I'm going to start with the noise texture. And play with deformation, for example 1.5. I put a random value in the deformation because I just want to make that a really smooth process. I don't want to think too much. I want to experiment as much as possible. So I'm just gonna plug a noise texture, put a 1.5, and see how it works. If I have to put more or less deformation. So I'm gonna do the same here. Put 1.5 for the mass grave. I have too much parameters, so I'm gonna have to tweak it a little more. So I cannot predict exactly how it's gonna behave. But for simple node, let me show you the difference between both. As you can see, the nose texture. I made a mistake. I make deformation distortion. As you can see, I have too much parameters, so of course I can put a random value, but it's just because I don't remember all the names. So that's. But for simple node like this, I just start with the basic value, and I'm gonna see how it's gonna happen. So noise, and I'm gonna make it. No, this one, I'm gonna keep this one simple. I'm not gonna shift the user coordinate with another texture. So, for the color. Okay, let's go back. Sorry. For the color, I will need. I'm gonna create two color ramp. Two color ramps, and I'm gonna create another one. I'm going to call value. And it's going to be, I will need for this one, for example, you have really crazy details here, and here is, you have a flat space. You have another one here. You have some crevices like this. So for that, the Musgrave is not going to be enough. I will have to use another texture as a mask to blend the both rest to make it more believable. So we have to create mask, and I'm gonna continue I will continue the process as it is. As you can see, this is how I use mind mapping. I just put out ideas down, and when I'm done with it, I will have a big tree for the texture, and I'm gonna refine it after that in Blender here. I'm gonna take some final notes, and when everything is in place, then I'm gonna start to create the procedural texture. So this is it. It's not quite complicated. It can be maybe boring to do, but trust me, it will speed up the process so much, and you will create a procedure in your head instead of going right into Blender and start guessing. Oh, let me try this, let me try that. No, as always, as I said before, try to learn all your node and texture, how they work, how they behave, and after that, it will give you power to iterate faster. So this is it. I hope it was informative, and as always, if you have questions, don't hesitate to contact me on the YouTube channel, on Instagram at pen_finity, and my email is info@penfinity.com. So see you soon.